Okay, welcome to our Monday evening masterclass. We're getting started with our practice. We are in the middle of a thunderstorm, lightning, thunder, and massive rains going on right now. So what is that? Lots and lots of movement. So we're going to do practice tonight to help settle everything, calm everything down. Starting out with just really bringing awareness to all the different directions of the body, remove any kind of tension that might have built up through the day, and then settle everything. So we are going to be holding those poses a little bit longer. Let's get it going. So we're going to start out standing on our mat, facing the front, and we're wide-legged with their feet. Okay. So, yep, just like that. Thank you, Tina. Tina, she's a good listener. Okay. Okay. And she told me that she did coordinate her outfit on purpose with her mat. Okay, I did not. All right, I don't even think I have light purple tights. Okay, so we're starting out nice and wide, and you're gonna actually turn your toes out to start. We're gonna drop into a squat. Just kind of settle there, draw the navel in and lift it up. So that's Uddiyana Bandha. And then you want to take your shoulder blades on the back, relax, and then you want to move your head back, chin mudra. Strong here. Good. Just sit a little lower. And then inhale up with your arms, come in and out of it. And exhale down. Take it nice and slow tonight. We want to settle Vata. Inhale up, lots of change going on around us. And down. Good. And inhale up. We're going to do two more just like that. Nice and slow. And down. Coordinate that with breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3. Now, the right arm is going to come up and you're going to reach. Staying in that squat and then release and go to the other side. Open up. We want to do all sides of the body. Stay in the squat if you can. Now, if that's hard for you, then you're going to come up and then drop. Okay, so if you're having a hard time in the squat, lift and then drop. Otherwise, stay in the squat. Open up that side body, breathe into your ribs, lift. And we're going to do one more set. And lift. And last one, finish it off. Release the arm down, inhale up. Exhale down. Dropping your hands right on the thighs. You're going to turn your toes in. Take your right shoulder and push. Looking to the side, breathing into your ribs. And then lifting up and going to the other side. Good. And then from there, lift and reach again. And down. One more. Up. And down. Good. And now you're going to pick up your feet and bring them in, but they're shoulder width apart. Drop. Now you're dropping the chest. I'm going to just turn sideways so you could see. Dropping your chest down, then the head follows, then round. And then the head comes up. So you're dropping down. Lead with your chest, and then come back up. Good. Lead with your chest, and lift. And lead with your chest. And lift. Good. One more. Lead with your chest. And then inhale up. And then exhale. Now, exhale as you pull. You're going to pull the arms back and sit in Utkatasana. Reach up. Now, if your feet are too wide, you can bring them in a little bit closer. Down. Pull. Now, when you pull, I really want you pulling those shoulder blades together. Pull, pull. Squeeze. Reach. And pull. Reach. Like you have chicken wings. Down. Up. Good. Down. Now you're going to hold it here. Stay seated and then reach your arms up. So straightening the arms. Reach. Reach. Open. Sit. Strong and steady. Draw your navel in. Engage. Good. And then from there, you're going to release. Interlace your fingers behind you like this. And then drop down into a forward fold and let the arms follow up off the back. Good. And then release from there and come back up. And then from here, you're going to take your arms behind you when it turns so you can see. And drop your fingers down at the low back. So just like that. Good. And now we open up a little wider and we're going to use our feet. So you're going to go in a circle with the hips, but push. And then push. So I am actually my feet. Push with my feet. Push. 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 Good. See my feet coming up? As I move in a circle, I'm literally going in a circle because of my feet. It's my feet that are pushing me through the circle. Go in the other direction. Start out with your hips, and then you're going to push and move your hips in that circle. Got to learn it. It's coordination, you guys. Push, 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 push. Just loosen up your hips. Loosen up. It's loosening up the hips, the knees, the ankles, all at the same time. I love it. I'm all about killing two birds with one stone. Good. And release. Bringing your feet together. Hands together. So my feet are right next to each other. If this is not stable for you, separate your feet. That's fine. Otherwise, you're going to bring your hands together and go into steeple mudra. Cross your thumbs, drop your fingers, pointer fingers together. Okay? Reach up, reach. And then you're going to drop to one side. Pull the upper arm with the bottom arm. Now going into half moon. Really make yourself a half moon. Can you do it? Press into and then lift. Go to the other side. Half moon. Pull the upper arm. Drop. Go into a half moon. Don't just take your arms to the side. Your body goes too. Nice, Robin. That looks so good. You are definitely a half moon. All right, and then release. We're dropping again into a forward fold, interlacing your fingers behind you, lifting your arms up off your back. You can separate your feet if you need to. No problem. Good, and then from there, release. And coming all the way up. Opening up with your feet again. Dropping down into a squat. Inhale. Good, and then we're gonna turn to the right and go into warrior two. Or left, whatever side is good for you. Oh, my son is here. He's gonna be walking in. And then lift, warrior four. Now, when you drop this arm, it is not pressing on the leg. It just slides right down. Turn your head and look up. Nice. Now the upper arm is gonna swing down. You're gonna swing it, turn and face the other direction. Hips face that side, come up into warrior one. Oh, that was really fun. Good, and then release. Come down in a circle, that is squat. Come on in, Logan, it's fine. Down. One more. Hi, Logan. We're doing yoga. And warrior two, do the other side. Good. So the other side now. Watch your back heel. Make sure it's further back than your toes or lined up. Not heel above the toes. That's way harder, you guys. Oh, he woke up the puppies. Turn the palm, lift. Drop that back shoulder, relax the arm. Turn your head and look up. Open. Nice and slow today. Then dropping the arm. It swings around to the front and we're going to turn and face the other direction and go right into warrior one. Hips are facing that same direction as the butt leg. Nice. And then release, drop down, inhale up. Exhale down. Hold your squat, inhale. Virabhadrasana 2 again. Turning in one direction. Reach, warrior 4. Relax the back arm. Drop the arm down. Parsvottanasana. Now that arm's going to swing around and you're going to step back into plank. Modify to the knees if you need to, lower. Lift up, Bhujanasana. And take it back, down dog. Now whatever leg stepped back, that same leg now steps forward. Good, and you reach up. Turn and face the front. Good, now other arm comes around. Turn, reach. Arms down, step back, other leg back, plank, lower. We're going to have extra planks here. Lift Bhujanasana. Take it back, down dog. Back leg then steps forward. Come back up, warrior one. Swing it around to the front, inhale up. Drop into a squat. Hold your squat. 2 more with the arms, hold your squat. Then down. Inhale. Warrior two, go to the other side. Turn your head, look down that middle finger. Palm reaches up, drop the back arm. Turn your head, look up. Parsvottanasana. Side angle. Good, now this upper arm swings around and you're gonna step back, plank, lower. Modify to the knees if you need to, lift. Back, down dog. Back leg steps forward. Come up, swing around. Inhale. And then that single arm comes around. Turn, warrior one. Reach. I know this is nice and confusing. Really great for Vata. Not. Swing around. And step back. Plank lower. Don't worry. We're getting there. Back down dog. Back leg steps forward. Come up, warrior one. Reach. Swing around into the front. Inhale up. Okay, exhale down. Hold your squat. 2 arms coming up and down. 1 more, arms coming up. Good, and down. Good, now lift, and you're gonna take 1 arm, turn and drop, Trikonasana now. Ooh, and reach. Now, modification is you wanna be just below the knee, or you can be up the knee if that's too much for you to go that low. Or you can reach down to the ankle, to the floor, baby toe side. Now, if you want to modify with a block, it's on the baby toe side of the foot. Okay. Now lean back, not forward. Lean back. Good. Stabilize your body. Triangle pose is tridoshic. In other words, it's good for all 3 doshas. Swing that upper arm around. Now step back, plank. Hold it. Take a couple breaths. Lower. Lift up Bhujanasana. And take it back, down dog. Back leg then steps forward. And we're going to come into warrior one. Reach. Good. Release your arms. Inhale forward, up. And now you're going to turn the other way, straight legs, and drop into Trikonasana. Remember, you're lining up the front heel with the arch of the back foot. Lower. Okay, now, again, if you want to modify, you can use a block. And that block goes to the baby toe side of the foot. Draw your navel in, always, always. Okay, you guys, just as a little added to make it a little bit more challenging, I want you to lengthen your torso here. So instead of being rounded like this, drop the rib cage. See that? Instead of being rounded, drop the rib cage. Then go down. Drop the rib cage. Yeah. It makes it a little bit more challenging. Then swing the upper arm around, step back, plank, and you're going to hold it. 2 breaths. Then lower with control. Lift up Bhujanasana. Take it back, Adho Mukha Savasana. Down dog. Good, and then the back leg steps forward, going into warrior one, reach. Add a back bend here. And swing around forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stay in the squat, 2, just like this. Arms coming up and down, stay in the squat. And down. Inhale. And down. Then inhale up, turning that back foot, turning the front foot, lowering again in Trikonasana. Again, finding that just right part of the pose for yourself. Now, watch the ribs, you guys. Instead of rounding, I want you to drop the rib cage. Reach out. Drop it. Then lower your arm. You want your torso to be more straight here. Drop. Yeah. Drop the rib cage. Drop it. So instead of being like this, drop this. Drop. I know it's tricky. It's one of those finer micro movements. Now, Release the upper arm. Turn your head, look at your big toe, and then reach out, lift. Now, if you're using a block, take your block with you. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. And if you feel stable, release the arm. Turn your head and look to the side. Good. Then release back into Trikonasana. Swing the upper arm around, step back, plank. 2 breaths here. And on your exhale, lower. Keep your pelvis on the ground. Cobra, Bhujanasana. Back, down dog. Back leg steps forward, warrior 1. Reach. Swing the arms around. Inhale up. Trikonasana, other side. Go where it's right for you, but I want you to drop the lower ribs. Drop them. So even if you're up here, you guys, you could still drop the ribs. Drop. Now release the upper arm. Turn your head. Look at your big toe. Reach out, distance of your torso. Back leg lifts. Release the arm. Turn your head and look to the side. Then releasing back into Trikonasana. Good, and then coming back up. Reach. All right, now we're gonna open up. 2 fingers. Turn your toes in. You're gonna go wide-legged. 2 fingers come down and you're gonna drop into a forward fold. Good. Relax your head. So let go. There's a lot of tension that gets built up here in the neck. Let it go. It feels warm in here. It would be nice to have the front door open, letting some of that storm come in for the coolness. Okay. And then we're going to turn our heels in and come up. Reach. All right, come to the front of your mat. And then you're going to actually drop down onto your knees. So drop down, curl your toes under. Okay, 1 toes under on the right leg, and then sit back. Okay, now if that's not comfortable, you are using a block and you're sitting on it. You are sitting on your heel, but otherwise you could sit on a block. No problem. Rotate. Draw your navel in, you guys. Good, then release. And we're gonna switch sides. So now your left foot, right foot's flat, and you sit back. Now, if that's not working for you, you can sit on a block. No big deal. And rotate. Keep your chest lifted, do not collapse. Good, and then from there, release. And now we curl both toes under and lift up. Ustrasana, camel pose. Right arm is going to be first. It comes up, and then we push the chest forward, push the pelvis forward, tailbone down, reach for your heel or your sacrum, fingers down, and then the other arm comes. So Tina is grabbing her heel. I am modifying with my hand at my low back. Push your chest forward and your pelvis forward, you guys. It is a back bend, yes. And then release. Now you're gonna just flatten out, turn your feet out. So you go wide. And then sit right in between. Okay, now if that's not working for you, sit on a couple of blocks. So if you have issues with your knees, maybe you need to be on a block or just like quadricep. Then you reach back, go all the way back. Push up through your hips, draw your tailbone down. Now, if you're able to do this without a block, then that means your glutes go right down on the floor in between the heels. And you can go down onto your elbows. So if you don't have a block, yeah, you could go down. It's better without a block if you're going to go down. And then eventually you can go all the way flat. I have no ACL in my left knee, so I have to be really careful. You can go all the way down though. All the way down with both heels. It's one of my used to be really easy for me a year ago. All right, right heel presses into the right heel of the foot, lift up, and then you come back up. Curl your toes under. Lift. Left hand reaches back and grab or fingertips down at the low back. And then the arm comes up. It is a back bend. Navel is in. Good. You're looking behind you over that left shoulder. Oh, it's such a pretty pose. Nice. Good. And then we release. And again, you're going to flatten out your feet. You could sit on a block or between the heels. Lift your chest, right? And then we go back. Now, if you go back, lift your tailbone and tuck it and then lower the pelvis back down. Now, if you're a little more flexible and you don't need a block, all the way down onto the heels, onto the forearm, and then all the way onto your back. Your hands are going to rest at your heels right here. You're just going to rest. Nice, Robin. You're going to come up, remove the block, release your feet. Both legs come out. We're going to take it onto our back. All right. Lowering. Find your heels. Push up bridge. Lower. Right leg comes in. Reach. Grab the foot. Draw it in. Extend the other leg out. Take the foot and open it to the side. No, you're fine. You're fine. And then bring it in and take it across. Now, as you drop the foot across, you want to drop the toes and the heel goes up. Keep that leg straight. You're going to get a bigger stretch if you do. Oh, that feels so good. Then release. Same leg. That foot goes on top of the left knee. Draw it in. Open up the hips and the pelvis. Just release your glutes. I've had a Charlie horse in my right glutes for the last 2 days. I've been using like the tennis ball, lacrosse ball, thumper, everything. helps a little bit. I think that getting it opened up though, like having a therapist do it is so much better. Okay. And then we release. Drawing your knees in and going to go in a circle. Then feet flat on the floor. Press back up in bridge. We're going to hold a little bit longer here, so interlace your fingers. Hold. Draw your navel in. Then lowering. And drawing that left knee in. Taking that left leg straight up. Lowering the right leg. Opening up to the side. Then taking it across the body, draw your toes in and down. Sorry, Tina. I'm like touching her leg. Curve your toes down and up. Straighten that leg. Got it? Are you feeling it? If you straighten it, you're going to get a better stretch. Okay, good. Same leg comes up. And take that foot on the knee. Interlace your fingers behind the leg and hold, release your glutes. Press your sacrum into the ground. Good, and then release from there. Draw the knees in, and we're going to go in a circle in the other direction. Good. And then from there, you're going to take your right leg in and left leg out. And you're either going to do tree pose, laying down, souped up Vrksasana, or you're going to go into half lotus. So you take the left hand, grab the right foot, and drop the knee down. Hold. Right arm then comes up. So I'm holding that foot with my left hand up into the front of the hip. Keep dropping the right knee down. Good, then release. Left leg comes in, right leg goes out, and you're going to do either tree pose or Vrksasana. Left arm goes up. Or grabbing that left foot with the right hand and the left arm goes up. Good, and then release. Feet flat on the floor one more time. Push up into bridge. And interlace your fingers underneath you. Draw your knees in towards each other. So in other words, you want to track your knees in line with the front of the hip bone. Good, and then lowering. And then going into shoulder stand. So if you cannot do shoulder stand, then you are going to use a block. Place it underneath your sacrum, and that will be your modified version of shoulder stand. Okay, or you support the low back, modify here, Feet are above the eyes or full shoulder stand. Don't move your head. Head stays in the center, neutral. Then dropping your feet down into plow. Now, if you're not able to do plow, you're going to do a forward fold. Let your breath settle. Good, and then from there, we're going to come out of it. One more bridge just to neutralize the pelvis. Bring it back into the center. And then lower and setting yourself up for Shavasana. So feet go to the corners of the mat. Arms below the heart, palms up. Cover your eyes, and if you are running cold, cover your body and relax. Shavasana, corpse pose. You lay there and you be completely still and silent. And we want to make sure that the eyes are getting some relaxation. We're not stimulating them. Cover them up. Good. And relax. Let your body settle. Feel your body connected to the floor, softening and relaxing. And begin to deepen your breath. Draw your attention into the movement of breath in the body, in and out of the nose. And then gently bring movement into your fingers and toes. And then gently roll to your right side. We're going to do a short meditation. Bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. And you're either going to sit on a meditation cushion, a block, a blanket, or in a chair. Pointer finger and thumb. Place your hands, palms up in your lap, on your thighs, on your thighs. Good. And then come up into a lifted position, lifting the spine. Move the head over, balancing over the neck and the shoulders. Keeping your eyes closed and letting the breath be relaxed and soft. Effortless breath. And with each breath, bring some awareness into different parts of the body where you might be holding tension and allow it to release with your exhale. On your next inhale, notice any tension in your face, in your eyes, in your mouth and jaw, and then let it relax with your exhale. Soften at least 10% more. On your next inhale, feeling your neck and your shoulders. Noticing any tension, any holding, and then on your exhale, allowing your shoulders to drop a little bit more, relax. You notice any tension on your inhale in your chest, in your back. Gather it up. And then exhale, let it release. Notice in your belly any tension in the belly, in the low back. Inhale, again, gather it up. And then exhale, allow it all out. Any tension that you might be holding in your pelvis, in your glutes, inhale. Feel it, notice it. Exhale, let it release. And then any tension that you might be feeling in your limbs, your arms, your hands, your legs, your feet. Let your limbs relax. Inhale. Exhale, letting it all go. And then feeling your body as a whole, connecting with your skin. Connecting with your muscles. Connecting with your bones. Feel your beingness present right here in this moment with the breath, with the body, sensing, feeling. Good, and then bringing your hands together, connecting your thumbs to your heart. Allowing this relaxation that you just allowed to lift up, bring ease to your body, carry you through the night into a peaceful, restful night of sleep. Namaste. Very nice.